What is up, YouTube? Man, it has been busy week. Hope everyone's being safe out there. Let's talk video games. Let's talk video games. Yeah. Video games are definitely a thing to discuss. Now, the reason I want to talk video games is for many reasons. One, I have been playing games since I can remember. And my mic up. Is it good? Let's find out. What's that do? Oh, anyways, so I've been playing video games since I can put my fingers on the controller and a mouse and a keyboard and all that good stuff. So, recently I went to Twitter, and the thumbnail for this live stream, I'm sure you've seen it. It's SOCOM Community Matters. I find it offensive that Sony is not trying to put out another SOCOM. And yes, SOCOM 5 was, or whatever the last SOCOM was SOCOM 4, sorry. It was a disaster, yes, but there's still a fan base out there. And I don't think Sony realizes this. I really don't think they realize it. If they brought out SOCOM, boy, there will be a lot more PS4, PS5. So I don't know that much. I generally want to hold the PS5 controller. That's what I want to do. I want to hold it because it looks like this. If you take these and switch them with the D-pad, it looks like an Xbox controller. It really, really does. And I want to hold it. I want to feel it before I make a decision on this system. Because that's right now, I'm not buying a PlayStation 5. Because the way Sony is being right now, like, first of all, they lied to the player base. Was it Sony that lied, or was it the retailers that slipped on their agreement? I have no idea, but someone messed up somewhere down the belt. So lying to the player base, they've turned around and they're making the new Spider-Man, and they're making new Spider-Man and new Horizon for PS4 as well. Now, is that going to be playable on the PS5? Is that going to be an upgrade? Who knows? I don't know. See, Sony, they keep their stuff under tight lock and key so well. And when there is a leak of any kind of information out there in the gaming world, because I follow a lot of YouTubers. Let me adjust here. Fatness. I follow Review Tech USA. I follow Angry Joe Show. I follow a lot of YouTubers that report on the news, and they report on that stuff. Like Rich keeps complaining and crying about the bots that bought out the RTX, the new video cards. He keeps complaining about it. Like, okay, stop your wild boohoo and shut up and wait for the next round to come out. I mean, come on. It ain't like you're going to be playing a big fancy game anyway. And like, there's nothing really out right now that's really any good. So things like that. So video games, it's came a long way. It has. Excuse my yawning. Let's see what was going on with the video. Let's see. I'm gonna play around with YouTube a little bit here. Anyways, so I have an Xbox Series X. The oldest has a PS4. My two other kiddos have Xboxes S and an Xbox. I have an Xbox One X, not a Series X. Xbox One X. My middle kid has an Xbox One S. My youngest has the original Xbox One, and my oldest has a PS4. And I got that kid in the PS4. Go figure. And then I'll leave PS4 and go to Xbox. And And then I got a PC, and everything, and I got my little fancy keyboard. Let's see here. My little fancy my green setup keyboard, and it's nothing to brag about at all whatsoever. I'm not that really, I haven't really did much gaming on my PC, like World of Warcraft and HR Worlds Elite. Um, I think that's Ark Survival Evolved. I mean, I haven't really given much on my PC. I'm more of a Xbox guy, like a console. Because this thing right here, this chair right here is it is very it's very it's big. I can sit Indian style in this chair, and I'm a big guy, and it's a big chair, so it holds me well. I can lean back and you know it really works. It's a nice chair. I got it for free, by the way. Just to let you know, my previous jobs, the administrator wanted to throw it out in the dumpster. I was like, nah, you're not throwing this thing away. It's like a $600 gaming chair. I'm not gonna let that happen. So yeah, so it works. It does well, and it's definitely a very interesting little piece of hardware to have, and it's getting old now. I'm actually looking into buying me a gaming desk and a new gaming chair, but I'm a 320-pound guy, so it's hard for me to find a chair that's going to hold my weight. So I'm fat. I don't look the weight, but I am the weight. Yeah, start my new job on Monday. That's gonna be fun, interesting, good times. If I had the drive to make YouTube my full-time job, make the money doing it, oh my God, I'd be all over it. But I don't have the drive to do that. Not like most of these people do. I mean, God, people on YouTube, man, they put hours in. And me personally. So I'm gonna read off a couple things for you folks real quick. All right. So let's see here. We are going to review. Oh my gosh. Stop your yawning. God. Shut your face. So people, let's go to GameStop. I will show you my screen, but I'm not using OBS for the stream. I'm just using YouTube software. So please bear with me. Let's see. Ooh, Mario 3D All-Stars came out. If you have a Switch, all right, I suggest you buy that Mario 3D All-Stars because it is a limited time. It's not going to be out forever. Nintendo's going to end up pulling it eventually. And to get Mario 64 on the Switch is wow, that's amazing. How did I say it? It's amazing. So yeah, I would recommend looking into that. Let's see, what's the PS5 at? Let's look at it. PS5 and Xbox. Okay, hold on. What do you think about making the Muslim 2 server? I've seen a lot of videos making the entire server. I saw that. I actually let's go answer his question real quick. I actually seen that Flesh. I see people trying to do that, but I don't see it being open right now. They need testers and bug testers. I don't have a PS2 right now, so if I had a PS2, I do have the SOCOM still. I had them put away because I'm not getting rid of those. It's like mementos. But I don't have a PS2, and I'm looking for one, looking to purchase one, and I would like to get in on those servers. If there's a way to do it on PC to connect to it as well. I would be all over that, man, in a heartbeat. It would definitely be nuts to have SOCOM too. I see people playing it all the time. I just the steps you have to take to get connected to it it's a lot. It's a lot of patience, a lot of things to be done. And my desk is already full of stuff as it is, and I don't have much space left. Excuse me, but it's definitely going to be a. I'm looking at it. I'm keeping my eye on it. I'm following it thoroughly, and I'm hoping they launch H-Hour to PlayStation. If they bring out H-Hour on PS5, I'll buy a PS5. If they bring out SOCOM on PS5, I'll buy a PS5. But right now, Sony has not given me any reason to purchase a PS5. I don't see a reason to purchase it. I go off of specs. Yes, games are important too. Don't get me wrong, but I want more for my money. That's how I roll. I want more for my money. Okay, if I go into a dealership and you got one car that's let's say $15,000, you got another car that's $16,000. Okay, but the car that's $15,000 has got more to it, and the $16,000 car has less. Why is that price different? Think about that. If I was to buy a PS5, it would probably be the digital edition. The digital edition is worth it. The disc drive version is not. That's how I feel about it, because I feel that the PS5, yes, it's got nice hardware in it. Sony's always had a way to make their graphics look good with the power they have available, and I can't knock them for that. It's great, but it's really going to show. It's going to show, like, when both these consoles get out there into the world, and both these consoles, just continuous, they're going neck and neck and are fighting over who's going to do what. Like Sony is throwing so shady right now, like, for real. Like, I don't like how Sony's doing their business practices. Like, they're dividing the player ecosystem, and I don't like that. I don't like that move. For example, the Avengers game that's out, right? In 6 months from the day that the Avengers game is launched on Sony, you're going to be able to play a Spider-Man, okay? Xbox isn't getting that. Why? Spider-Man is a beloved character of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. People on both consoles, he should not be a character just thrown around for people to argue about or fight over or whatever. But here's the thing, though. Microsoft's network is better than Sony's. It's been proven. For example, Sony went to Microsoft and asked to use their servers. Yeah. Because Microsoft's got their network on down pat. It takes time. See, people are looking at both these new consoles, and they want to see the new next generation graphics. But they don't realize is when you watch the Miles Morales on the PlayStation review show recently on the 17th, when you watch that, it says at the beginning majority of it was done in computer, in the emulation of the PS4 on PC. So you never really seen any of the graphics from the PS5. So it's kind of hard to determine. The only way you're really going to see the difference in both these games, both consoles, is if you do what YouTubers do and they put them side by side, and then you watch and you see which one is going to be, which one's more clearer in clarity. But Microsoft, I like what they're doing with the Xbox Series X, because if you look at it, if you go look back and look at pictures of it, you'll see that there is a slot on the back of it where they put an SSD. You'll be able to go buy an SSD. Let's say this is an SSD right here, and you pop it open, you stick it in, and that's your extra storage. You ain't got to pull the system apart. You ain't got to apply any screws. You ain't got to do none of that stuff. You just go buy an extra SSD and you just pop it in that slot. You're done. I mean, it's like a damn USB slot, but it's an SSD card that Microsoft is going to custom design for their system. And it starts off with just Microsoft selling it. Now at the end of the I think it's like 2 years. When someone has a patent, like something like that, it only lasts like 2 years, and then other companies start coming out with their own versions. It works just as good with the system. That's how it's going to work. I guarantee it. Have we seen anything on the PlayStation 5 regarding an interchangeable SSD? I haven't. I mean, Sony drug their feet on giving the reveal out. Both companies acting like children when it came to doing their whole revealing the prices. Microsoft's prices leaked. That's the only reason that Microsoft came out first. So both companies have their bads and their goods. Sony, I'm on the not a fan of them, man. They're getting on my nerves. So give it time. I'll give it a few years. Let them come out with those multiplayer games. My gut tells me that there is a Soulcom in the pipeline. The only reason I believe this is because from what I've been following with Sony, they've hired people that have a history of working on third-person tactical shooters. Question is, what game is it? No one's saying anything because Sony is good at keeping their lips shut. Sony is basically Toyota, and Xbox is basically Ford or GM. So that's the best way to look at it. Yep. But until next time, everybody, I'm going to get off here and I'm going to watch some TV and I'm going to probably do a whole lot of nothing. Y'all take it easy. Have a safe night. Later.